Hi, today I thought I would talk about breathing. I think there is nothing more important, especially when we're wearing masks a lot of the day, than learning how to breathe, how to get oxygen into your lungs, into your body, so that we can oxygenate the blood, so that we can create more healing, more health. And one of the things that I think the first thing to learn is to learn how to do belly breathing. So breathing down into the belly. When we're in any stress response, then we're breathing shallow. We're breathing up into using the neck and shoulder muscles. But when we're breathing in a relaxed manner, the breath is coming all the way down to the belly. Not physically, obviously, but it's coming down energetically, and we're utilizing the diaphragm, which is what we are designed to do, is to use the diaphragm to breathe. So I've got a couple of ideas for breathing techniques that I think is worthwhile. But as I say, I think the main reason why it's two reasons in my opinion that it's really, really important at the moment. One is to come out of the stress response, to reduce our anxiety, to come into rest and digest. And as I said right off the start, the main one I think right now is that as we're wearing masks more and more, then we're covering our face and we are breathing in air that is not fresh. We're recycling our own air to some degree, and therefore we're missing the opportunity to use the lungs to detox, and we need that oxygen into our system. So let's have a look at a couple of ways to breathe. So the first breath is belly breathing, and it seems really obvious, but I don't think it is obvious to a lot of us because we have bad habits. We haven't necessarily been taught to breathe well, and even if we have, we've forgotten it along the way. So forgive me if you already know this. Take this as a reminder. If not, then carry on listening. The idea is that when we breathe in through the nostrils. We breathe warm air in, it comes down, and it comes in and fills our lungs completely. So, as I said in the introduction, the diaphragm is the tool that we have to control breath. We often don't use it. So sometimes we have to kick it into action. We have to come away from using the shoulders and into the belly. So one way to simply do to start with would be to check where you are with your breathing now. Have you got your mouth open? Are you breathing through your mouth? Or have your mouth closed and you're breathing through your nose? If you're breathing through your mouth, then try to breathe through your nose. Close your mouth and try it. If that's hard, then it might be something that you need to start to practice. It might be that you have got congestion, or you have an energetic block. So once you've worked out where your breathing is coming from, the next thing would be to check in with your neck and your shoulders. Are you tensing through this area as you're breathing? Is it coming from here or not? Try and keep the shoulders still, and then see where the breathing's going. It might not be going anywhere, and you might be stuck, you might be struggling for breath. So the ideal one is to put your hands down either on the diaphragm or on the belly, and as you breathe in, push the belly out. So this might seem counterintuitive, but push the belly out as you breathe in, and then as you want to go to breathe out, pull the belly in to let the breath come out. So use the contraction of the belly area to activate the diaphragm to let the breath go out. So as we breathe in, push the belly out, and as we breathe out, pull the belly in. And this this might seem very weird if you haven't been belly breathing, if you've been in a stress response for a lot of time, which may even be years. This might be quite difficult to do. You don't have to be sitting up. Another option would be to lie down and to feel the belly rising and falling. That will be helpful because you'll keep your shoulders still and your belly. You might get in your head over it and think, it's all too much. Stop, just have a few breaths, move a little bit, and then start again. But what we're trying to do is we're trying to come out of the stress response. We're trying to bring the breath in using the diaphragm. And as you do that over time, and especially when you do it with yoga movements, then you will be filling the lungs more. So your breath will be more than the shallow breathing. So you will be utilizing more of the lung capacity that you actually inherently have. It will help with asthma. It will help with regulating breathing. So give it a go and let us know how you get on. Thanks. Second breathing technique that I thought to share today was alternate nostril breathing, and this is quite useful if you do have trouble with congestion in one or both of the nostrils. It's a very calming practice too, so it helps to take you out of your headspace, out of the overthinking, out of the chitter-chatter, and brings the focus directly up into this area in the forehead, into that third eye area, to our intuitive center. But it's more than that. It's about bringing ourselves, body hacking ourselves into a rest and digest, which allows via the vagus nerve to tell your system that everything is okay. So we use our right hand and we use our index finger and middle finger on our forehead. Our right thumb goes on our right nostril and our ring finger goes on our left nostril. We close our eyes, we close off the left nostril, we breathe in through the right, we close the right off, we breathe out through the left, we breathe back in through the left and out through the right. So then again, in through the right, out through the left, in through the left, and out through the right. And each one from right to left, left to right, that's one round. And practice it for maybe 5 to 10 rounds, see how you go, and then take a few breaths, put your hands back easily resting on your legs, and just take a few natural calming breaths before you practice the second round. So that's alternate nostril breathing, and it's very good, as I say, for calming the nervous system, for clearing and bringing you into balance. So maybe you've been very much in your head and not very much in your creative side. This will help you bring both into balance because we're utilizing both sides of the body, not just the right side or not just the left side. So especially too, if you've got a lot of tightness down one side of the body, then an alternate nostril breathing practice will help to bring you back into a more energetic balance. So again, try that and see how you go. Thanks.